Good morning, all of you beautiful souls. We're so glad you could be here on this last Sunday of September. And so we're going to take another minute just to wait for everybody to come in and move forward with our day. We're so glad to see everyone today. Um, I know we've got a couple people in the background, and that's wonderful. I don't have anyone reading for me today. It'll just be me again. Hopefully, people will be able to help out later. So, first, I'd like to welcome you to Nakama Center. Nakama is a Hebrew word for comfort and consolation. Our goal is to provide comfort to those who are seeking restoration and a safe place to authentically seek your truth and find your journey. We are a 508 C1A faith-based organization. Our faith is in our community, our plant-based sacraments, and um, and consciousness of each other. Um, the sacrament belief stems from prehistorical use by our ancestors and personal experience of our members. Plant-based sacraments are one of the greatest creations that nature offers, raising our awareness to the divine so that we can access a direct connection to the source of life. It is our sincere belief that consumption of sacred medicine is a communion which brings us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness, which permeates all beings. As pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our vision and mission I'm not moving my slides. Our vision and mission is to provide a sacred and safe space for the connection of the community in support of mental, physical, and spiritual ascension to the divine and all creation. We believe that all life needs comfort and connectivity to achieve restoration. By having a sacred and safe place, people can fashion their own spiritual journey. Nakama Center is a safe and private setting that provides guidance and integration for those seeking spiritual restoration. We are bringing people together for healing and connectivity to divine revelation through community and communion with sacraments and sacred medicines. We ask you to please mute your mics. Our service will be about 30 minutes, and we will be recording and posting this first part on YouTube for the community. We will begin with a reading and a short guided meditation, followed by two readings to facilitate our journal writing, and a discussion following the service. All right. Just as the colors of the rainbow unite to make one light, God far above and God deep within, the divine and Shekinah unite in community. Transcendence unites with eminence, one and one becoming one. We join together in community, together reflecting the divine's splendor. We are the colors of the rainbow, uniting to make one light. The glorious holy throne is here where we meet, ready for the divine to rest upon us. This sacred place uplifts us here, where electrons dance and the interplay of being and nothingness draws our hearts together, binary code flickering through space, making us present to each other and to the radiance of this sacred day. We crown this day from below, and she enfolds us in a new supernal souls, so that our service be blissful and praiseful, joyful and radiant. As with shining faces, we approach our prayer. We invite you to find a comfortable space to settle in and be present as we continue our service. While we are still in a mindfulness centered state, I invite all of us to place our hands on our heart as we take a few moments to send loving intention to our ancestors and the divine for healing through community, sacrament, spiritual awakening, and to all who cultivate or consume the sacred plants. Without the Creator, communion of our members, and these sacred gifts, this community would not exist. The healing done by the Creator through community and sacraments is not limited to the times when we commune and consume them, but extends into all aspects of our lives and spreads like a mycelium around our world. It is through intention and attention that we call forth the healing power of the divine, of the sacrament, and of the community that we have formed around our common understanding. Let us use our ever expanding awareness to bring greater peace and healing to our world. Let us radiate gratitude from our hearts to our Creator, to our community, and those who cultivate healing plants, for these gifts impart healing to those who commune with love and sincerity. We become aware of the oneness of life, the knowing that we live in all things and all things live in us. Let us apply this understanding to all of our relationships and aid us in our journey as members of the human family. I'm running a little behind in my PowerPoint today. Let's take a few moments of just calmness and spend some time seeking the source. Right. So today we're going to talk about expanded consciousness. And of course, we use many sacred texts as well as other readings because we believe that no single text holds all truth and that truth comes to those who are seeking. Let me move me out of the way here a little bit so you can actually see the reading. There we go. All right. So today we have a few quotes from different places talking about expanded consciousness. And the first quote is from William Blake from his writing, The Marriage of Heaven and Hell. And he says, If the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite. Rumi states that you are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. Marcel Proust. And finally, in this section of our reading, Deepak Chopra says, consciousness is the basis of being. It is through expanded awareness that we transcend the limits of extraordinary experience. So, what does expanded consciousness mean to you, and why is it important? And we're going to go ahead and take a few minutes. Any thoughts or feelings or ideas that this reading has brought up for you, go ahead and um, journal that, and we'll have an opportunity to talk about it on the other side. The last couple seconds here to finish up what you are writing. Let's see, where can I go? Over here. All right. Again, our sacred texts um, from different spiritual understandings. We'll go ahead and do these readings and again take some time for reflection and journaling to discuss at the end. In Hinduism, the Upanishads says, the man who sees all beings in the self and the self in all beings hates no one or hates none. Christianity states, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Romans 12:2. The Tao Te Ching in Taoism states, the Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The nameless is the origin of heaven and earth. In the Quran, 2969, it states, and those who strive for us, we will surely guide them to our ways. And indeed, Allah is with the doers of good. Another opportunity for opening the mind to something bigger. In Buddhism, the Dhammapada says, the wise man makes an island of himself that no flood can overwhelm. He follows the path of righteousness, not the path of appearances. That is verse 25. Again, we'll take a few moments to write our feelings, thoughts, and ideas. I'll move back so you can see some of the writings, and I'll go to this one, it has more on it, and we'll come back to our services in a moment. I'll find a better way of doing the music player later. Right now, it just keeps covering me up. That's okay. It's a work in progress. I'll go ahead and let you finish up the last little bit of your journaling. All right. So announcements today, not a lot. We're still needing pallets. I just really have not had a lot of time to work. And then, of course, it's been raining for 2 weeks. So we haven't had a lot of time to work. I've been working in town more. And so I'm not available here. And that means that my husband has to spend most of his time taking care of my mother. So we have not had an opportunity to do much here on Nakama Center. So anyone who wants to come out and help, we'd appreciate it. Let's see. We I have a theme for next week, but I don't remember what it was. But it'll be up there. Don't forget to go check out the blog post in the flow on nakamacenter.org. Things that all of the readings from today and some additional information is put up there. I usually try to get those up on Saturday. So if you want to check out what the topic is going to be the next day, you can go on to the flow and kind of read through the readings and begin to ponder those readings before the service on Sunday morning. And I don't know of any other announcements. Um, so we will go ahead and move into the end of our service and our closing. Our divine, we come before you broken and in need of healing. You are our true guide and creator. Act benevolently toward us for the sake of your holy nature. Renew our mind. Provide for us a good week. Remove from us all harsh decrees. Annul the intentions of our enemies. Foil the plans of our foes. Wipe out every oppressor and adversary from against us. Close the mouths of our accusers. Remove pestilence, sword, famine, captivity, and destruction from us. Withhold any plague that pursues us. Pardon and forgive all our injustices. Blot out and remove our indiscretions from before your eyes. Erase all the records of our indebtedness. Bring us to you in wholeheartedness and sincerity. Send a complete healing to the sick. Shred the evil decreed against us, and remember us with your favor. We've come together with intentions of service to the land and all of its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those who are unable to stay, we thank you for being with us and wish you a great week ahead. As we further our conversation, please remember that all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. Please remember that we are not a medical or therapeutic organization. Statements made by the moderator or members of Nakama are their own. We are here discovering and exploring with you. Please, peace be with you this week. Thank you.